And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Ladies and gentlemen,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
First pitch moments away. And on the mound now, number 32. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
So just about set now. Here's the center fielder, number 1.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 1.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That one off the mark, and we're underway.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
The wind of the pitch.
Hey!
And fouled off. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. An absolutely majestic shot. And the Cubs have the lead now. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Frank Thomas.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The wind to kick the pitch. And a swing and a miss.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Next offering is fouled back. And now the lefty. And down on strikes. And 1 out now.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
So up now for Chicago, Ernie Banks. First offering misses the mark. And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees.
2-0.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Here comes a pitch. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A solo shot. And they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. Billy Williams, the next Cub to hit.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Swings through that one. 0-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a slow roller. Smith collects, fires to first on the run, and that's an out.
Batting fifth.
Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
Here's your 1. Next offering is outside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Two outs. And a big swing and a miss. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the third out. Bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, number 43.
Well, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound to start the game. He can be really good at times and turn in some real excellent efforts. For me, it'll tell us a lot to see how he's attacking the strike zone and pitching aggressively or not. If he's doing that from the jump, I think he'll be fine in this one.
Bottom of the first. And at the plate for the Dodgers, number 30.
Leading up for the Dodgers.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Here we go. Line drive, and now maybe extra bases. And that's going to kick into the corner. Neal into second, and he's got a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
The left fielder.
Now here is Wally Moon. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the 0-1. In the air, right field. Number 21 drops steps, heads back on it. He's got it. Runner tags up for third. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the center fielder,
Willie Davis now at the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch, and that's the inning. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back. Second inning set to go. And the batter now, number 11.
The first baseman, number 11.
And the pitch.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Oh, 1 down. Good eye in that spot.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all. He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 1 away.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Yeah, the batter now, number 21. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Left-hand batter waits. Just off the inside edge. Here's a 1-1. To the right side. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 8. The second
1 gone,
baseman,
runner at first.
Number
16 will hit next. Slice down the right side. And the lefty with the 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Snyder on the move. Calls it in, and there's 2 away. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Batting 9. The catcher, number 6.
Number 6, the next Cub to hit. First offering, and it just misses. Number 21 off of first with 2 away. Next one is off the play. Ball 2. And that one off the outside edge.
Here we go.
Kicks and fires. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the rookie right fielder, Duke Snyder.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Duke Snyder.
The pitch. Popped up. and puts the squeeze on that. And there's one away.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 6.
And now here is number 6. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
And the righty deals. Line drive. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 7.
To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So digging in, number 8. Ground ball could be 2. Flips it for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. On to the 3rd inning, and now the center fielder, number 1.
Off with the Cubs, the center fielder, number 1.
The pitch. And that's through there for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
The wind of the pitch.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake. One guy that was really great once the count got to 2 strikes, Miguel Cabrera.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Moon makes the catch, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Frank.
And now the DH, Frank Thomas. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And he deals.
Count 1-1.
In the air, out to center. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Ernie Banks. The solo homer his first time. That one's in there, 0-1.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Next one misses, ball 1.
1-1.
And a pitch. Out to short. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. In time. Got him. And that'll do it.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And welcome back. And now, Frank Howard.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the designated hitter,
The right-hander back to work.
Howard.
Edge of the zone for a strike. That's strike 1. And a pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9th, the third baseman, Charlie Smith.
And next for L.A., Charlie Smith. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field.
Now
Man, there are a
batting,
lot of hits
number
there.
30.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, number 30. First offering misses badly for ball one. Tying run at the plate. That one missing inside. Smith at first, one gone. Grounder might be two. One at second. Back to first for two, and that'll do it. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the
Leading off
fourth,
for the
Billy Williams.
The left fielder, Billy Williams.
The wind and the pitch. That's in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1-1 now. A little out front there as he swings through it. Well, it was bumpy in the early going for the lefty, but he settled into a really nice groove. One and two now. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him
Now
up with a
batting,
high fastball
the
and
third
then bury that curveball
Whoa.
down low to get him swinging. Now,
Santo.
especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And now, Ron Santo. And that's in there for strike one. And here it comes. Swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
The pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The wind of the pitch. Got him. And there are 2 outs.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way,
Now batting,
but that time,
number 11.
a little anxious.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, number 11. In there for strike one.
All 1s are down.
Two down, nobody on. Late with the swing there.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
The pitch. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And the Cubs go 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the number 2 hitter, Charlie Neal.
For the Dodgers, the second baseman, Charlie Neal.
The line to kick the pitch. In for a strike, and that is strike 1. Out to short, Banks picks it up. The throw to first, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
The left fielder, number 9, Wally Moon.
Wally Moon steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1, he flied out to right in his first trip. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball there. Righty delivers. Chopped left side. And he grabs it, foul. Center field, number 1, ranging back. Can't get their base hit. Around second now, going for 3. Pulls into third safely with a triple.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Davis.
The center fielder, number 3, Willie Davis.
On the ground to first. The flip to the pitcher covering, but they cut it to 1 as the run comes in. And now the right fielder, Duke Snyder. He's 0 for 1. Ripped on a line. That is the inning. We played 4. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, number 21.
The right fielder, number 21.
And a pitch. There's the strike. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night.
16.
And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now it's the second baseman, number 16. That one's in there, 0-1. Runner at second, nobody out. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Runner leads away at second. Fought off foul.
Don't let him score! That's a strike.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Hey, got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. Number 6, the next Cub to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Just missed. At the belt and fires. And now 2-1. Number 21 leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Pitch misses there, and now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
This one popped up. And there's 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Number 1, the next to hit.
Come on, let's move him, guys!
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Base hit center field. And they hold the runner at third base as they decide not to risk the send with 2 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And here is Frank Thomas. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
And the 0-1. There's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got it. And that is that. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, number 6.
The first baseman, number 6.
The pitch. Popped in the air. Left field. Williams makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
The batter, number 8.
Number 8 steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and we're level. It's 2-2. Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Now batting.
Now at the plate,
hitter,
Frank Howard. Swings through that one, 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Base hit, left center field.
Now batting.
So up next, Charlie Smith. In the air, right side. Number 21 under this one. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 30.
And the batter will be the shortstop, number 30. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 3-2.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And in scoring position with 2 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Charlie Neal.
The second baseman, Charlie
And
Neal.
first offering is fouled off. Rips that one center field. That's a base hit. Run scores. Throw, and it gets away.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Wally Moon digs in now.
The left fielder, number 9, Wally.
First
Moon.
pitch, and he just misses. Left-hand hitter waits. Liner snagged at first. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs 2. So digging in, Ernie Banks. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
The pitch. That one's in there. Strike 1.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
Yo, 1.
1-1.
Chopped out in front of the plate. Throws to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, the left fielder, Billy Williams.
Billy Williams getting ready to hit. In the air, out towards left center. Moon racing over to make the catch.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman,
Ron Santo, the next Cub to hit. Was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in there for strike 1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen. But you got to take what he's offering that day.
And the 0-2. Just off the inside edge. Kicks and deals. Got him looking. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs 2. Number 46 gets handed the rock out of the pen. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and he need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Willie Davis.
The center fielder, Willie Davis.
The wind of the pitch. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Mel Wright preparing to come on if needed. The 0-1. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Duke.
And now the right fielder, Duke Snider. Tapped softly on the ground to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, number 6.
And next for LA, number 6. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And the pitch. Rolled slowly to first. He steps on the bag, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly, but they still lead this one 4-2.
That's all. We'll do next inning.
Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, number 11.
The first baseman, number 11.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Next offering is in for a strike. Here comes a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Number 21 will hit next. In there, and it's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. And that one in the air, center field. 2 down.
Now batting, number 16.
Number 16 now at the plate. That one's in there, 0-1. And he deals. And ball 1. The 1-1. Gets the outside corner with that one. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. And down on strikes. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail it here, 4-2. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, number 8.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the catcher, number 8.
And the right-hander back to work. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Slow ground ball to the right side. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Frank Howard.
So now the DH spot, Frank Howard. Out towards right center field, a little bloop single. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Man at first with one gone. Charlie Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add on. It's 6-2.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now
next to hit, number 30. That one to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Charlie Neal.
Here's the second baseman, Charlie Neal. In there for strike one. And a pitch. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 0-2. Just a weak fly ball this time. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Now a 6-2 ball game. Larry Sherry into the game, trying to protect this lead.
Number 51, Larry Sherry.
Number 6 digs in now. The Cubbies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The wind of the pitch. Fouled off left side. And the righty deals. And it's fouled away.
Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hand, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
And he chases that one. And now one away.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Number 1, the next Cub to hit. And that's in there for strike 1. And here it comes. And he drops it down the third baseline. Bare hand scoop over to first. And they get the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Frank Thomas.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Frank Thomas, for the 4th time tonight. First pitch just misses.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That's hard hit in the line. Davis makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Mel Wright.
Number 45, Mel
3-4-5 due up for the home team. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Wally Moon.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the left fielder, Wally Moon.
The line to kick the pitch. To the right side. Dives and he can't hang on. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a change up and a pretty good one too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
And at first, and up next for Los Angeles, Willie Davis. Foul ball.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Righty to the plate. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 4.
So up next, Duke Snider. And he grounds one to the right side. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, number 6.
And next for LA, number 6. That one laced to center and a base hit. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. It's 8-2.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Number 34 gets the call from the pen. He comes in with his team trailing by a bunch, so he'll try to keep it where it is. Now the catcher up to hit, number 8.
The batter, number 8.
That's a laser base hit. Snider around third. One run in. Here comes another. He scores as well, and it's an 8-run lead.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So digging in, Frank Howard.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Frank Howard.
That one the other way. Lays out and makes the play. And wow, what a great diving catch, Siggy. StatCast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
But that's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays. And right there, he's done it again.
And that one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Righty delivers. Line to left. And that's just foul. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
2 down.
Now batting, number 30.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, number 30. Line drive, and that's a base hit. And they hold him at third, 90 feet away with 2 out.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Charlie Neal. Lifted in the air, right center field. Number 1 settles underneath it, brings it in for the 3rd out. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Cubs 2. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Ernie Banks.
The shortstop, Ernie Banks.
The pitch. And there's the strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Kicks and deals. Strike 2.
I got the count. 0-2.
Stays alive. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Billy Williams. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swings over the top of that one. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's out.
Now batting, third baseman, Ron.
2 outs, base is empty. Ron Santo, the next to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Nope.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a ball popped up, and it falls. And that extends the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
Number 11 stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Santo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Ball game.
Got a big win by 8 runs, and when you have that kind of lead, you make it easier for the pitching staff to come out, make their pitches, pitch to contact, and not worry about giving up the lead. So nice job today all the way around to get the W.
10-2 the final in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shammy. We'll see you soon.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off me.